Hello there, my name is Caleb Wade with askcremedemented Presents, and welcome to The Shadows That Run Alongside Our Car. Now, I kind of found this just out of the blue, and I've never played it before, so I figured the end of the year is coming. Let's get into some new games before we, at the start of the year, get back into the games that we've forgotten, sort of like Batman and all those other things I haven't finished. So here we go. Whose eyes will you see the road through? Him or her? Ooh. I'm going to choose her. Got it. I lay back against the passenger seat. It's weird, sitting on the side of the car. But my stomach's been feeling off for a while, and I just can't drive. So I've handed my keys over to this stranger. What's the worst that could happen, right? I stare out the window, watching the unchanging scenery whiz by. There's an awkward silence, but I don't feel like filling it. It's so stuffy in the car. I reach for the window control button and let the window roll open. You sure that's a good idea? It's not like zombies are just gonna hurl themselves at a moving car. Well, who knows? Maybe they would. Fair enough. The slight breeze feels good against my neck. But this guy looks like he wants to say something. So, I guess this is kind of strange to be asking after 3 whole days, but what's your name, anyway? Right, we never did introduce ourselves. It's... What is her name? I'm gonna go with Rowan. Rowan? Rowan? Shelby is the preferred name, but... what is her name? What is the name? Rowan. Rowan. It's Rowan. Oh, nice to officially meet you, Rowan. Name's... I get to name him, too. He's kind of a blonde. He's kind of like a dusty... It's Shelby and Dustin, or Rowan and... Rowan and Paige. No. Rowan and Oz. Okay. He looks dissatisfied. How was he expecting me to react? It's not like I really care, but somehow he doesn't look very much like an Oz. I continue staring out the window. The sky is so red. Normally I think it's pretty, but now it's just depressing me. Bad things come out after dark. I remember that all too well. I'd rather not think about that, so I decided to break the silence after all. So, what were you doing before everything happened? Oh, he looks surprised. I guess I really haven't been talking much since we met. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. You know, this and that. I never really settled into one thing in particular. What does that mean? That was weird. Or whatever. Whatever. It's not like I actually care. I just wanted to pass the time. What about you? This ride is yours, right? Yeah. Well, it's really my dad's car. Or was. Even when he was alive, though, I was the only one who ever drove it. After Dad got that third DUI, his license was revoked. He used that as an excuse to never leave the house. It's just as well, anyway. Sometimes they leave the car somewhere and forget where. Guess he didn't. Sorry. Never mind. I'm feeling surprisingly calm about this. It's like I'm on the outside looking in. I wonder if I'm really that callous. Maybe the apocalypse is just giving me more perspective. It's okay. The booze would have killed him eventually anyway. Pretty quiet in here, huh? Yeah, take a hint already. Surprisingly, not much noise at the end of the world. Still, do you think there are any radio stations left? I'd be pretty shocked if so. Reckon it couldn't hurt to look, though. I reached towards the console and turned the radio dial in one direction. There's nothing but static, sometimes metallic screeching. Great. Hang on a sec, go back down. What did he hear exactly? There couldn't really be something there, could there? I slowly rotate the knob back the other way. Wait! There it is, I think. Oh. Is that mariachi? Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe. Out of all of the music that could be playing, this is what we get? What am I thinking? Of course it is. Of course we're on a highway to hell in the dark and mariachi is the only music available to us. The combination of Spanish vocals and horns on the track are completely ridiculous right now. I'm actually dying. The dulcet tones of this fabulous man are actually killing me. That was not what I was expecting. Who the hell's out there running this? Of all the music that would be left. Man. It takes me a minute to settle down, but then... Wait, isn't this the same song again? Ugh, it's probably on an endless loop, because why wouldn't it be? Typical. Sure seems that way. Guess it's just ghosts on the waves after all. The undead aren't exactly interested in DJing. What'd you think Zombie'd even listen to? Is death metal too obvious an answer? Rob Zombie? Or maybe they're into baby metal these days. I don't know. I think the Grateful Dead seems more apt. You know, I've always wondered this, but what are they grateful for, exactly? Maybe they finally found themselves some peace. Peace. Huh? I wish they'd let... Peace, huh? I wish they'd let the rest of us have some. Ain't so bad right now, anyway. Well, except for that. He gestures towards the console. 101.7 is now the Infinite Loop Mariachi radio station. So what are you into, anyway? Music-wise? I really like Alanis Morissette, top 40 hits, that sort of thing. Not like I had a lot of free time to explore musical tastes or anything. You? And don't tell me it's baby metal. Will you judge me if I say I actually haven't heard of him? No, that might be for the best. He doesn't have to know that He doesn't have to know that I unironically like baby metal. What do you listen to then? Most people look at me and expect to be into the Stones or Marley or something, but well, you'll probably actually judge me more for this. Try me. ABBA. Oh my god. I can't keep a straight face. I lose it. Everything is just too much. It looks kind of sullen. I'm sorry, Oz. But not that sorry. Told you. No, it's fine. Their music's catchy. I managed to get those words out. All this laughing is making my stomach hurt more, damn it. I mean, my parents listen to ABBA. But it's fine. Your parents? Yeesh. How old are you anyway? You seem a little bit young for Alanis. How old do you think I am? I'm pretty sure there is no right answer to that question. Except for that one. I'm 22. What kind of reaction is that? No, whoa, you look so young, or anything like that. I don't know what Oz is anyway. This music's kind of similar to ABBA, isn't it? All peppy and stuff. Should be happy to have it. That's sure an optimistic take on it. Alright, enough of you. He purposely reaches over and shuts off the radio. It's got a surprisingly immature side to him, too. So, do you ever expect things to end up this way? What? When did that come all of a sudden? Pause. Why do you have to ruin the mood like that? It's getting dark, huh? Sunset's so late in the summer. I'm a bit surprised we still have any light at all at this hour. Especially without the street lights and all. It's like the sky's just been saving it up. Looks a bit like dying fire. That sounds kind of morbid, but kind of fitting for the end of the world. It's silent again for a little while, but it doesn't last. So, you never really told me what it is that you do. I mean, it doesn't have to be a job or anything, but, well. What do you like to do? Or what did you do before everything? Or what do you like to do? Or what did you before everything? Like to do, huh? I turn my eyes to the window as I think on my life. Actually, I worked a lot. I didn't really have time for much other than that. I would wake up, shower, go to work. Have a lunch break, back to work. Get off work, eat dinner, watch the TV for a few minutes before passing out. And then the whole thing would start all over again in the morning. That was about it. And after leading such a boring life, I ended up here. Probably not even going to go out with a bang. But that's going to be just as dull as my life. I guess that'd be most people's story. It's tough out there. Was tough. Probably tougher now. All kind of pointless in the end, isn't it? You work your damn tail off and everything goes to pot anyway. And you just wonder why you didn't spend your time better, you know? That's actually that's deep. That's actually exactly how I feel about it too. I'm surprised that I'm actually able to relate to him. Yeah. But I guess that doesn't matter either way. Zombies don't care whether you're a good or bad person. We're all gonna die anyway. So what about you? I'm sure you didn't spend all your time listening to ABBA. Used to travel a lot, looking for work and stuff. Suppose you could call me a bit of a nomad. Did he backpack across Europe or something? What does nomad mean in this context? Well, whatever. That sounds really cliche. Not really. It sort of suits you. To tell the truth, I haven't really had much purpose in a while. Just been getting by. When you can't find something to do, you sort of lose yourself. Gets to a pretty dark place. Got to the point I used to wish I could just take a vacation from life. Guess I got my wish, didn't I? Used to wish for that too. Wanted to be free. Didn't want to be responsible for Dad anymore. Now I'm not. But I can't say whether that's really a good thing or not. Wishes never do come true the way you expect them to, huh? Yeah. Monkey's paw. My stomach starts to throb painfully. I look down and press my stomach against it. Felt okay for a while there, but it's acting up again. God, why did this all have to happen? Still feeling nauseous? Damn. Shouldn't be so obvious about it. Don't want to cause any trouble. This might be causing even more trouble, though. Oh, yeah. It's gotten a little better, but... Anyway, I move my hand away from my stomach. Suddenly resting my hand in the air will make the pain go away. In a way, as long as I feel that pain, I know I'm still alive. That was morbid as hell. What's wrong with me? I'm just exhausted, which doesn't help things. You know how it is. I'm gonna move my mic real quick. I'm just gonna move this a bit. Sorry. You know how it is. You think we should stop and rest? I glance at the fuel gauge at the dashboard, nervous. We barely have a fourth of the tank left as it is. Nah, like it or not, we'll be stopping soon anyway. Braking would just waste gas. Onward it is then. Trying to ignore my pain and keep my eyes on the endless road stretched out ahead of us. It really hurts now. I don't think I've ever been in this much pain in my life. That's saying a lot, considering what I have to go through every month. I deserve this, don't I? I shouldn't feel bad about it. I brought it on myself. Do you ever wonder, why us? How did we make it this far? And is it really such a good thing that we're still alive? From the moment I swung that baseball bat, I sealed my own fate. Just as I start to sink into really dark thoughts, I hear Oz's voice. Honestly, I try not to think so hard about stuff like that. If I stop to wonder what my life was worth, it's a dangerous train of thought, I'll tell you that. We're here. We're here. That's all that matters. Despite it all, we're here and we're safe. The how and why of it is just garnish on the salad. You know, I didn't believe it at first. I mean that we were really facing the apocalypse or whatever. So the first couple of months, I just kept working, kept on like everything was fine. And then I couldn't ignore it anymore. And then Dad, how do I even begin to explain? Listen, you don't gotta answer me if you don't want, but your old man, what happened? My dad? I killed him. I smacked him in the head with a baseball bat and then ran like hell. So he needed more beer, right? Because of course he did. He was a deadbeat alcoholic. But they wouldn't let him in. Wouldn't even let him in to our nearby liquor store anymore. So he wandered off to another one. Just so happened that part of town was infested. Took a while before I even noticed, since he wasn't really any different from usual. Does it count as murder if you kill a zombie? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because of your town? Does it count as murder if you never get arrested because your town's entire police force is now undead? That's pretty pathetic, huh? But so was my dad. And so am I. And in the end, I won't be doing much better. My stomach is burning with pain now. And guilt. I stare out the window, seeing nothing but darkness. Who knows what could be lurking out there? Though, that hasn't changed since way before, I guess. Hey. I feel a sudden warmth at the top of my hand. Hesitant at first, then steady. Oz's hand rests on top. Oz's hand rests. Good lord. Oz's hand rests on top of mine. It feels alien somehow. I flinch. I don't think I'm used to comfort, but I know he means well. Probably. We're still here. Remember that. Until that changes, there's still time. Things might never get any better. It'd be stupid to assume that they would. But while we're still breathing, there's hope. That's pretty cheesy, isn't it? Anyway, I'm sorry about that. About your dad, I mean. Even if you didn't get along with him, it must be hard. I bet it must be hard, losing someone that close to you. Wow, where do I even start? Be honest. For some reason, I feel like I can be honest with Oz. Even though I barely know him, I trust him. Somehow. My mouth opens all on its own and words spill out. Honestly, I felt relieved when he died. Then I felt awful for feeling relieved. But I spent 7 years of my life taking care of him. At the end of it all, I just felt free. Not that I got to enjoy that feeling of freedom for long. Makes me feel like a monster to admit all of this to someone else. It really does. But that's the truth. I wouldn't worry too much. There's no wrong way to feel. He's right. I know that I'm only human. I'm not a monster. Not yet, anyway. Guess I'm almost privileged. No one I care about has been around in a long while. I love how Oz's voice is getting slowly more and more country. Wonder if there's anyone else still out there. Wonder if they're stuck out here like this. I wonder if we'll ever know. Oz, the guilt is really getting to me now. I have to say something. I'm interrupted by the sound of the engine giving out. I've heard the sound before. We're out of gas. Damn. Did the fuel gauge light even come on? I didn't even notice. The engine cuts out and the car just rolls along until it completely stops. Before I would have pushed it to the nearest gas station, but now, well, that's the end of the line, isn't it? I really thought the gas would last a little longer than that. Bound to happen sooner or later, wasn't it? We bought this car used, after all. It's cost efficient, but not so much fuel efficient. Wonder how far the next gas station is. Too far. It'd be nice if there were some signs around here or something. Can't believe that we've gone this long without seeing any. Even if there were, it's not like we could have seen them. It's gotten so dark and without the street lights. My stomach feels like it's on fire. I don't think I have much time left. Hey, how fast do you think you can run? About average, I guess. Do you reckon we should? I touched my stomach. That hole isn't ever going to heal over, is it? This really is it. I don't know. I don't know if there's a point. Even if Oz was an Olympic sprinter, I don't think he'd be able to make it. Not forever. If not me, then someone else would just... Maybe not. It's too damn dark anyhow. In all likelihood, one of us would probably trip and fall. Be pretty sad to make it this far. Be pretty sad to make it this far just to die from a bust-up face. He can crack jokes because he has no idea. Knowing that just makes me feel like crap. I can't say anything now. Yeah, it would. Anyway, there's nothing we can do until the sun rises. Guess we're crashing here tonight then, huh? In more ways than one. Could be worse anyway. At least the air smells nice. Yeah. I close my eyes, feeling the throbbing of my wound. Don't know how long it'll take. How long will I be able to go on? I wish I'd done more than work. I wish I'd pay more attention to the news. For now, all I can do is rest. I've run far enough. Well, good night then. The sunlight is completely extinguished. There's nothing but darkness on the endless stretch of land ahead. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, that was... Ooh. Wow. That was really good. I think this is going to be a two-part series. I'm going to do the other side from Oz's perspective. So we'll see how that goes, see what changes. Thank you for joining me and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.